On today's episode of Faith Geographic, we will be observing the different modes of transportation that various Fidem Homo sapiens, known by the locals as faith students, use to go about their mundane college life. On this brisk February morning, we observe a Kali Fidem Homo sapien who has traveled north for winter. His migration habits are different from many of the Fidem Homo sapiens in that he leaves the warm weather of the southwest to come to the frigid temperatures of Iowa for the winter. We see him today on his primary mode of transportation, the motorized scooter. Now let's watch him as he comes in contact with one of his fellow Kali Fidem Homo sapiens. These magnificent creatures are known to commonly reject others in their clans, leaving them stranded in the cold to walk alone. Yet sometimes they come full circle and pick up their fellow Homo sapiens and perform an interesting mating ritual where we see them reenact a popular movie scene to attract the female Homo sapiens. The next creature we observe today is the Loganlindopolis. This tall, magnificent creature moves quickly around the campus on his extraordinarily long legs. We believe that his legs evolved after hundreds of semesters of walking below the traditional Homo sapiens. Research shows that the Loganlindopolis used to be no taller than a small shrub, which makes the evolution of its growth so intriguing. Here we see a unique sighting. This group of Fidem Homo sapiens prefer to stay out of the frigid temperatures by using an alternative mode of transportation. This form of transportation is used by many of their kind to travel to this location for the winter, known by the locals as carpooling. We see here today a special moment when one of the creatures is emerging from his cocoon, desperate to seek his sustenance. This is the slowest creature known to mankind. The locals often compare it to a large sloth with wheel-like appendages. They are known as the pakudu, which comes from their ancient Babylonian ancestry. Their habits include driving in circles and picking up trash to feed their youth, known as pakudidu. And here we actually don't really know what it is. We have reason to believe that this is some sort of defense mechanism. This creature, known by the locals as the Argentine Terror, is known to be extremely hostile towards any other of the southwestern species from Hispanic nations, except for Argentina, where she originates. The Feldermobile, known to be the primary predator of the Fidem Homo sapiens. As we can see, many of the local Homo sapiens scatter out of fear of this invasive species. He uses his horn and loud yelling techniques to move them out of the way and tends to be very territorial.